Hello, welcome to another Wednesday night Open Mic Magic show. And again, as always, we've got a terrific lineup for you tonight. And I'm sitting here in my studio, melting. Let's hope it's not as hot as it is here for everybody. But we're going to go over to our very good friend in the Isle of Man as our first performer. And I believe it's quite warm over there as well. Hi, Michael.
Hello, Cowan. It is indeed, because tonight I'm in the middle of the desert. We're going Egyptian again, just as we did last night, because as some of you know, I'm rehearsing for my Egyptian show. And I really wanted to do this evening because this is a wonderful little effect, which until recently was part of that show, but which will not be appearing in it this year because it's been removed to make room for new things. So I thought I'd do it tonight instead, since I like it so much, but I will need a volunteer, please.
I'll volunteer if you want.
Okay, Paul. Well, that's fine. Do you have a pen and paper handy by any chance?
I do. I have a pen.
Excellent.
And I have a piece of cardboard.
I thought you could be depended upon for that.
Thank you, sir.
What we're going to do, Paul, is we're going to use these Egyptian-themed tarot cards.
Lovely.
But I'll just give them a little bit of a mix. We're only going to use 16 of them for the first part of this effect. And I would like you to tell me when you want me to stop, please.
Okay, stop now.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take away the first 6, and we will use those later on. But before we begin, what's this all about? If you saw Tommy's online magic show last night, we were talking about the mummification of the body in Egyptian afterlife belief. But what became of the soul once the body was mummified? The ka, as it was called, would depart from the body and begin its journey to the celestial Nile, the fields of the gods of Egypt. And in the form of a human-headed bird, it would fly to the mountains of the west, where the sun went down every day. And it would hitch a ride on the boat of the sun god as it passed beneath the earth through the underworld to rise again in the east the following morning. But the passage through the underworld was a perilous one. The boat of the sun god would pass through caverns, regions of darkness and chaos, populated by all manner of ferocious monsters, which would devour the unwary soul. And this underworld was divided into different parts, and each part was separated from the others by huge pylon gates. And each gate had its guardian. And the guardians would only let pass that which was absolutely pure of heart and free from sin, to prevent the monstrous denizens escaping from the underworld. The problem was, not many people are altogether pure of heart and free from sin. So the first thing that we will do, Paul, is determine how pure of heart and free from sin you are at different times of your life, because we change as we mature. I've got 16 tarot cards here. I'm going to show you them one at a time, and each will be given a sequential number and its name. Out of that 16, without telling me which, I want you to remember any one card and its position in the sequence of the shuffled pack. So if you write those down, it'll mean you'll remember them because you'll need that number again later. Okay?
Yep.
So number 1 is the Hierophant.
Okay.
Number 2 is the Wheel of Fortune.
Mhm.
Number 3 is the Lovers.
Mhm.
I say you can choose any one you like. Number 4, the Hermit.
Mhm.
Number 5, Justice. Number 6, Strength. Number 7, the Empress. Number 8, the Hanged Man. Number 9, Judgment. Number 10, the Devil. Number 11, Temperance. Number 12, the Emperor. Number 13, the Tower. Number 14, the Magician. Number 15, the High Priestess. And number 16, the Chariot. Have you picked one of those, Paul?
I have indeed.
And you've got the number and the name.
Correct.
Excellent. So what we're going to do, first we're going to look at birth. What was your burden of sin when you were born, Paul? And it might be strange to ask how sinful was a baby, but the Egyptians, of course, believed that after a time in the other world, you might be reborn. So you might be carrying the debts from a previous life, even when you hadn't had a chance to do anything yet. So we're going to separate these to 2 piles, good and bad. So were you naughty or nice when you were born, Paul? I'm going to separate them into 2 piles, card by card. All I want you to do is note which pile your card goes into, okay?
Sure.
Good, the Hierophant. Bad, the Wheel of Fortune. Good, the Lovers. Bad, the Hermit. Good, Justice. Bad, Strength. Good, the Empress. Bad, the Hanged Man. Good, Judgment. Bad, the Devil. Good, Temperance. Bad, the Emperor. Good, the Tower. Bad, the Magician. Good, the High Priestess. Or bad, the Chariot. So were you good or bad at birth, Paul?
Well, according to that, I was in the good grouping.
Oh, well, excellent. Excellent. So no severe karmic debt coming forward. But what about when you got older? What about when you actually became a child? Because some children can be right little terrors. So good, the Hierophant. Bad, the Lovers. Good, Justice. Bad, the Empress. Good, Judgment. Bad, Temperance. Good, the Tower. Bad, the High Priestess. Good, the Wheel of Fortune. Bad, the Hermit. Good, Strength. Bad, the Hanged Man. Good, the Devil. Bad, the Emperor. Good, the Magician. And bad, the Chariot. So what about that time, Paul?
Well, amazingly, I strike good again.
Excellent. What a well-behaved person you are. But we're approaching adulthood now. And of course, adulthood is that age where your decisions really begin to count and to affect other people more profoundly. So, good, the Hierophant. Bad, justice. Good, judgment. Bad, the Tower. Good, the Wheel of Fortune. Bad, strength. Good, the Devil. Bad, the Magician. Good, the Lovers. Bad, the Empress. Good, Temperance. Bad, the High Priestess. Good, the Hermit. Bad, the Hanged Man. Good, the Emperor. Bad, the Chariot. How do you do as an adult, Paul?
Well, finally it caught up with me and I've been labelled bad.
You've gone to the bad.
Yep.
Oh dear. Now, there's only one thing left, old age. What about old age, Paul? Will you be everybody's favourite granddad? Or will you be the crotchety old geezer who always pops the ball of the neighbours when it arrives in his garden?
I think we know that.
So, good, justice. Bad, the Tower. Good, strength. Bad, the Magician. Good, the Empress. Bad, the High Priestess. Good, the Hanged Man. Bad, the Chariot. Good, the Hierophant. Bad, Judgment. Good, the Wheel of Fortune. Bad, the Devil. Good, the Lovers. Bad, Temperance. Good, the Hermit. And bad, the Emperor. How do you do there, Paul?
Well, to use your categorisation, I'm the crotchety old neighbour who stabs the footballs that come over the fence.
You've done it again, have you?
Yep.
Well, still 50-50. There are people a lot worse, aren't there?
Yep.
But unfortunately, just failing in one of the four categories would not be sufficient to get you past those guardians, and you'd be toppled from the boat to spend your time in the underworld. But let's not leave it there, much as Bill might like us to. Because when that mummified body is laid in the tomb, it's surrounded by walls with hieroglyphs and fantastic artwork all around. And these spells and prayers, which are also spoken by the priests, were intended to cast a glamour upon the spirit as it travelled through the underworld, so that to all appearances it would be sheathed in this psychic shield of brilliance, which would dazzle the guardians, and it would be allowed to sail on through. And so we can find that no matter what your misdeeds may have been, the marker for your soul has been purified and risen to the top of the pack. Was it the Tower, Paul?
It certainly was. Yes, definitely. Well
This,
done.
of course, was just a marker to trace your journey through the underworld. It's not a definition of your character. If we wanted to find your character, we would have to look at a more secret card, one which has been revealed by the decisions you have made and the way you've conducted your life. So for a character reading, Paul, what was the number of that card originally?
13.
It was the 13th card in the deck.
Yeah.
So let's count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we now have the 13th card. Let's perform a tarot reading with these other 6 cards, which we set aside earlier, which will determine the identity of the mysterious 13th. So we have the world, the moon, the sun, death, the fool, and the star. That's an interesting combination, Paul. And the first thing which really stands out, it's a very celestial combination. You've got the moon, you've got the sun, you've got the stars, you've got the world, you've got all of the heavenly bodies and major arcana in the 6 cards that were taken out beforehand. So this would suggest somebody who's really in touch with the celestial region, with the more spiritual and mysterious sides of life. You also have the fool, somebody who will go against the grain and think outside the box, somebody who is not a conformist. And we have death, somebody who is not averse to change. I think seeing the celestial bias of this reading, which is quite extraordinary, there's only one card in the tarot that could possibly sum all of these things up in itself, and that would be the Hierophant, or the High Priest, a master of the mysteries. Do you think that would sum you up, Paul?
Oh, I think so.
Well, the mysterious card to conceal your character is the Hierophant.
Excellent.
Thank you very much, Paul, and thank you, Kevin. Back to you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Michael. That was absolutely wonderful. Right. As I said, we've got a big show tonight, and from Michael on the Isle of Man over to Texas, to our very good friend, Robina. Hi there, Robina. Are you ready for us? Thank you, Robin. Elegant, colourful, classic magic. Fabulous. Thanks ever so much. Right, so from Texas over to the coast, the far coast of the USA, to I'm managing the gallery here as well, which is why my eyes keep flickering down. So I'm looking at you all the time. I do apologise about that. Our good friend over in California, Magic Mitch, come on in.
All right. Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. Magic Mitch coming at you live from the power of the internet. How you doing, everybody? Yeah, so I've been good. It's good to be back. Great act so far. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Robina. I wanted to show you guys something special tonight because, you know, for the last few weeks, I think I've been doing coin work and card work. I want to show you that I'm a man or jack of all trades. So tonight you're going to see some mentalism. Ooh. And there's only one person that comes to mind when I think of mentalism, and that is going to be Tommy Burnett. Can we spotlight Tommy Burnett, please, up here? All right. Tommy, go ahead and unmute yourself, my friend. All right, Tommy, let's give it up for Tommy. How you doing tonight here?
Okay.
Good. I'm going to do a play from your playbook here today, which is mentalism. And you're going to help me out with that, if that's okay. So from the West Coast to the East Coast, how's your summer going so far?
All right.
All right, good. Are you getting out much, traveling anywhere? Or are you just kind of, what are your summer plans been so far?
I thought you were doing mentalism.
He's on it. He's on top of it. Well, I like that, Tommy. I really do. I ask you, can you help me out with this routine? I'm going to show you. Let me turn the camera down so you can see this. Let me move this out of the way. So I brought with me a couple things, Tommy. I brought a book. This is a book, Top Travel Destinations, because I personally like to travel, and I'm sure you do too. Do you have a favorite place that you've been to recently that you mind sharing?
Well, during the pandemic, I haven't traveled at all, but one of my favorite places is Stockholm, Sweden.
Stockholm, Sweden. I've never been, but I imagine it's a cool place and probably on my bucket list. Can you do me a favor? Do you mind grabbing, if you have around your house, 3 things, 3 pieces of paper? Do you have pieces of paper laying by you by any chance?
I have to get up and
Sure.
yeah.
Well, do you mind helping me out with that and getting that? Thank you so much, Tommy. And while Tommy is getting that, I also wanted to let everyone know that I haven't gotten out much either. Here in California, where I live, I think everyone knew that I had COVID, so I couldn't go anywhere. It's been very hard with restrictions and travel, and we've had fires, and it's just been kind of crazy. And then also, Tommy, while you're at it, do you have a pen by any chance, like a Sharpie or a marker? Oh, he's on it. He's prepared. All right, great, Tommy. So I'm going to ask you to do 3 different things for me today, okay? We're going to play a little mentalism, and it's going to be fun mentalism, okay? So the very first thing I'm going to have you do is just take one of your pieces of paper and with the pen, and don't let me see this, okay? So keep it just off the screen. Let me go to my travel book here, and I'm going to go to the table of contents right here. Can you see all these places here, Tommy? This is the table of contents with an introduction, but just look on this side. We get nice and close to the camera. So we have Alaska, we have Panama, Costa Rica, Monte Carlo, Portugal, Egypt, New Zealand, Rome, Canada, and what is that last one? The Amazon. And maybe these are the places, maybe these aren't the places that you like to travel to, but could you just write on one of those 3 pieces of paper, one of those places that you would like to travel to? And don't show me, just keep it to yourself. Great. And while you're doing that, I'm going to ask you to, there's about 115 pages in here, okay? And I want you to give me a number, or I could flick through like this, between 115. What number would you like?
99.
99. Must be something mysterious, that number 99. So I'm going to go to page 99. Oh, you may think I'm looking through this. So I'm going to go to page 99. Try not to look here because I'm going to ask you to think of a word. 99. All right, here is 98. Here's page 98, okay? And
Mhm.
you mentioned page 99, right? So what I want you to do, Tommy, is whatever the top word of page 98 is, you're going to remember the top word of page 99. So I'm trying not to look here. I'm looking away. So there's a top word of page 98, I guess. And then there's a top word of page 99, just one word. Or can you see that word by any chance?
I cannot. So let me
Trying to,
well,
it's hard.
yeah.
It's hard when,
Hang
you got
on,
it?
I will remove myself from it. Okay, bring it down. Bring it down. Okay, I see it now.
Okay, so the top of page 99, right?
Yeah,
There should be,
not, just to clarify, 99 is in your left hand right now?
yes.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay, so I want you to write down whatever that top line of that word is.
Okay.
It's either a single word or a double word or something like that. Did you get that?
Yep, I got it.
Okay. And I want you to see, Tommy, that they're all different. Okay, they're all inherently different. All the words are different on every single page. Okay. Now, there's one more thing that I want you to do. I'm going to go to random page number on the last sheet of paper here. I want you to read for me the bottom of this page, this paragraph right here. I just want you to read it to yourself.
Okay,
and
you're
then
gonna have to put it in front of the camera. There we go. Okay, hold it right there.
Yeah. So go ahead and read that over really quickly. All right.
Okay.
And then once you have read that, what I want you to do is I want you to write down a picture of whatever that paragraph, I guess, is describing. So if they're talking about forests, you would draw a tree. Or if they're talking about animals, you would draw a dog. So on the bottom of that paragraph, just write down or draw for me a little image, so to speak, okay, on that last sheet of paper.
Okay.
And I'm going to try those conjuring three things, Tommy, that you have just discovered. So we have a country, we have a word, and then we have a picture. Which one of those three do you want me to start with first? The word, the picture, or the country? Doesn't matter to you. Okay. Let's see. Tommy, since you haven't traveled very much, let's start with where you would want to go. Okay, let's start with where you want to go. So all these places that we just named right here, you're thinking or wrote down one, right? Okay, this is some serious mentalism here, Tommy. I'm going to try to read your mind here. I'm going to try to read your mind. Is there, I'm getting an A. There's an A in that word of that country, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought, Tommy. All right, let's see. There's an A. How about A? There's right next to that. How about an N? Is there an N in that country? I'm getting pretty good, Tommy. I mean, I'm just following your mentalism style. How about next to N in the alphabet, there is also M, like Magic Mitch. Is there an M in your country? Come on, you guys. That's 3 out of 3. That's pretty good. I'm getting also somehow there's an O in there.
Yep.
Wow. 4 out of 4. You may think this is kind of like I'm kind of drawing it out of you. This is what we term in the mentalism field describe as reading minds and drawing out the image. Okay, so there's an O, there's an M, there's an N, there's an A. Getting an L. Is there an L?
It is.
Holy gosh. Okay, Tommy. Well, I'm gonna go on one more letter, Tommy. And if I get this, Tommy, I mean, give me an A+ for mentalism, right? There's an L.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, there's an L. So I want you to think of that country, that word. Is there a two? Is it 2 letters? Two words in that word right there.
2 words, yeah.
I want you to think of it. Okay.
I am.
I'm gonna write it down. is the place you're thinking of, Tommy? You be the judge. Monte Carlo.
Yes, it is.
Let's hold it up nice and high. Tommy Burnett, Monte Carlo. That's awesome. But you would think, come on, I mean, that's one of the places as a mind reader that you would want to go, and probably that's a very nice, relaxing place. I also asked you to also think of a word, right? On one of the pages, I believe you said page 99. I want you to think of the word. Let's focus on the word for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna write it down here. Okay, on your other sheet of paper, I'm seeing one word here. And I don't know why, Tommy, you're giving me a D. Is there a D in that word? Interesting. This is all pure mentalism, from East Coast to West Coast. This is just how we send it off right here. I'm gonna go all one word, probably a few syllables. Tommy, is the word you're thinking of, show it up nice and high to the camera, discover? Hey, 2 out of 2, Tommy. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Come on, give me some credit here for some mentalism. There's one more thing, Tommy. You wrote on the last piece of paper a drawing of some kind. Pardon me. I'm going to try to reciprocate that and try to draw what you were probably thinking of. So I'm just going to try to draw something, and I want you to send it to me. Send it to me here. Okay. Very good. This is some real Max Maven mentalism here going on. Okay. Not too hard, Tommy. That's way too much. Okay.
Oh, good. You made myself a headache.
Let's see. Interesting. I didn't read this paragraph like you did, but obviously there's I'm getting some sort of, I don't know, Monte Carlo is some sort of, I guess, oceanic area with water. Is there anywhere in this picture that you drew something to do with that kind of theme going on? Okay. No hints. Okay. I'm gonna go straight for the kill here, Tommy. I'm gonna say you drew something, and show it up, please, at the same time. You ready? 1, 2, 3. A little sailboat. Hey, that's pretty close. That's pretty close right there. And that, my friends, is Mentalism 101. Give it up for Tommy Burnett, named a country, a word, and the picture. Thank you, my friend, for helping me. You're awesome. Kevin, back to you.
My pleasure.
Hey, and Stuart is back in the control room, so I don't have to multitask anymore. Thank you very much, Stuart. Right, staying in the USA, but on video this time, to a fantastic performer, and we're very pleased that he sent us a video for this week. Gentlemen, give it up for Dr. Michael Likey. Fantastic, absolutely wonderful. A classic of magic from Dr. Michael Likey, who is from Canada, not the USA. Apologies to Michael. Okay, so moving on, but back to the USA this time, and a live performer who's in the house for us tonight, the fantastic, the elusive Leon Cowan.
Hello, everybody from Texas. Glad to see you tonight. I've got something I want to share with you, but Kevin, I'm going to need somebody to participate with me. They don't have to be on visibly, but we need to be able to speak vocally, okay?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the gallery, so stick your hand up, anybody. Oh, yeah, Tom Gentile would like to. So unmute yourself, Tom, and you can talk directly to Leon.
How are you, Leon?
I'm marvelous, Tom. How about yourself?
Very good, pretty good.
You were lucky enough to be selected for tonight, so I want to ask you a question. Do you feel like you're a lucky person in
Most
general?
of the time, yeah.
Well, good. Most people do, right? Most people have like a lucky color or a lucky number, a lucky date. Some people have a lucky hat, right, that they want to wear on special occasions. So I tell you what, we're going to do something to see how lucky you are, okay? Are you up for that?
I am.
All right, perfect. We need to go down here and take a look. For me to do what I need to do to find out how lucky you are, I've got a few questions for you, okay?
Okay.
And in that process, what I'm hoping to do is to find out what your lucky card is. Now, you may think you have one, but I have a process here where I can determine what your lucky card really is. So let's, if you were here, you could mix up these cards. But since you're not here, I'll do it. In fact, we can mix them a number of ways, like so. We can even take them and shuffle them the normal way that people like to shuffle, like so. In fact, we can do it face up if you like. That way you can see that the cards are really getting mixed, right?
Yeah.
Some people like to shuffle the cards in this fashion, like this. Maybe you want to put a few cards down, maybe put a few in the middle, take some more out, like so. We can even do some of this. I tell you what, we'll mix the cards up this way. I'll take a few cards. You tell me the next ones. Do you want to put on top or the bottom? Top or bottom?
On the bottom.
On the bottom. We'll take a few cards.
Yep.
Okay,
Top.
now top, bottom, or middle?
Middle.
Middle. Okay, we'll just do something in there. We'll take a few cards. Top, bottom, or middle?
Middle again.
Middle again. Okay, see if we can get somewhere in the middle. Take a few cards. Okay, again, top or bottom or middle?
Top.
Top, right here. Okay, here we go.
And on the bottom.
On the bottom.
Yep.
And just
then
a
the
few
middle
more.
again.
In the middle
again. Yep.
Middle again. Boom. All right. In fact, what we'll actually do is we'll mix the cards like this, and we'll just shove them together. If they'll go, let's see. There we go. So we got a now. I can even take some out of the middle here and toss them to the top or the bottom, whatever you want to do.
On top.
On top. Okay. You want to do that again?
Yep, and put those on the bottom.
Okay. Take some out of here and put them on the bottom.
Put them on the bottom. Yep.
Oh, let's see. Okay.
Yep.
Would you think those are pretty well mixed?
I would.
Okay. And like I said, if you were here, you could actually do this yourself. But here we are. We're gonna mix these up a little bit, or straighten these up. I'm sorry. If I can get them straight. There we go. Like so. All right. Mixed and ready. So I said I had some questions for you, and I do, because I want to determine your lucky card, but you and I don't know each other, so I need to ask you a few questions. The first one is this. If I were to offer you some ice cream, would you choose the vanilla or the chocolate or both or none at all?
Both.
Both. Oh, you're my kind of guy. Let's see. Both. No, I don't think it's any of those. I tell you what, if you were making a trip across country, would you prefer to drive or to fly?
Drive.
Drive. Oh, my kind of guy. Drive. Okay. No, none of those. Now, if you get across on this trip, when you get to the end of your journey, would you prefer to camp out or stay in a 5-star hotel?
5-star hotel.
Oh, I could have guessed that, I believe. Let's see. No, none of those. No, none of those. But I do see here near the bottom one that I think maybe maybe this one. I tell you what, I see 3 cards for sure.
Okay.
Based on what you've answered, that could be your lucky card.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pin it down. One final question. If someone had invented a time machine and they had proven that it was safe, people could travel to different times and back safely, would you choose to go to the future or the past or not at all?
The future.
The future. So not the past, not the future. Yeah, Tom, I think I have your lucky card, but we're going to test and do an experiment to see how lucky you really are. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal these cards out, and anytime you want, you just tell me to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Right there. I know there's a delay sometimes on the audio. So is this it, or you want to go back? Or
No. The 6. Yeah, the 6 is good. Yeah.
6 is good. Okay. All right. And it really doesn't matter because you separated these now into 2 piles. There's one on your left and one on your right. Which would you prefer us to use?
The one on your left hand.
My left hand, your right.
My right. Yeah.
This one here, you want to use it? Okay. Yeah. We'll use it. All right. So what we're going to do after you did all of this separation is we're going to take the pile that you selected. I'll tell you what, we'll just turn over the top card, and whatever that number is, we'll count down into this pile and see if there's some kind of relationship, see how lucky you are, okay?
Okay.
So if this is a 5, let's say we'll count down 5 cards.
Yeah.
An 8, we'll count down 8. Jack is an 11, Queen is 12, King is 13, and Ace is 1, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's see what you did.
Yeah.
A 10.
10.
Okay. So we're going to count down 10 cards. I'll try to do this as clean as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good?
Yep.
Fair? Okay.
Fair.
So if you're a lucky person, Tom, and you said you felt like you were lucky, hopefully this card will somehow relate to this card. If it's a red card, that's kind of lucky, right? Maybe a 50-50 chance. But if it's a heart, you're even more lucky. Or maybe it's a close to this card. Let's see what you did, okay?
Yeah.
On top, I would say, Tom, that you're pretty lucky. You had a 10 to go with this 10.
Yeah. Wow.
Good job. Now, I want to take this a little bit farther and see how lucky you really are. I wonder about this card here, the leftover pile. After you had split all of these the way you wanted, you told me where to stop and all.
Yeah.
This card somehow relate. Great job. You know what?
Yeah.
In Texas, we'd say you're pretty stinking lucky. But if you'll recall, before we ever started any of this, I picked out a lucky card for you. I don't know what you thought your lucky card was, but let's see. I think from now on, Tom, your lucky card is the 10 of diamonds.
Nice. 4 of a kind. There you go.
Good job, Tom. Thank you for helping.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Ever so much, Leon. Brilliant as always. Right, Stuart, could you find Isabelle and bring her up next to me? I'm not sure which side's going to happen. Probably that side. Hey, I was right. There were 1 in 2 sides. What's the odds? Hi there, Isabelle. So last night on the Tuesday night theatre with Tommy, I'll get the new name right eventually, Tommy. Anyway, fabulous show that Tommy does out of New York, 11 p.m. UK time every Tuesday. And Isabelle was there last night, and Tommy showed a video of hers, which we've adapted a little bit for tonight. So do you want to tell us how this came about, Isabelle? Just a little brief intro like you did last night.
Well, first of all, I wanted to do it live. I was rehearsing, and on Friday I punched myself in the face while rehearsing, and the day after, I got a swollen lip and everything, and the day after I almost hit my head on the corner of my desk. And I'm like, okay, if I'm doing this live, it's going to end up with blood everywhere. I will have a concussion. So I'm like, okay, there's no way. I have to, plan B, we'll make a video out of it outside. So that's done. But then there was a problem with the music because I don't have the copyright of the music I used just yet. So last night, so we can show it tonight, last night I did some quick editing and make it look like, silent movie style. And I heard that there's now some music to accompany it. So I'm very curious to see what it will look like now.
Okay, so yes, so Isabelle sent me the black and white movie, as it were, and I dug out some piano music that's like the sort of used to do in the old days, that Tommy will remember, of course, black and white.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I am the oldest one here, so.
Yeah. Isabelle.
Yay! Bravo!
Ah, A Star is Born, absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Isabelle, for redoing it into black and white, and hope the music that we put on it for you did it justice. That was
It was
fun.
fantastic. It was so much fun. Thank you.
Right, back to the UK and to a young man who who popped in and gave us a private showing the other week on sort of the magic that he does, and we were so impressed and said he had to come and perform on the show live. So, Shane Miller, please come on into the room.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can now.
Sorry, yeah, I was having.
Right, staying in the UK and to our very good friend of ours. This man, whenever he turns up, we're never sure what he's going to do. He could be sword swallowing, sticking huge nails up his nose, or doing some fantastic feat of mind reading. So we're going to pass you over to Olie McManus and see what he's got in store for us today.
Hello. I'm not that weird, I promise, no matter how much Kevin tries to make out. Have I got somebody here that that has a dice in hand at all? Anybody?
So sorry, Olie, what did you want?
Anyone that's got a dice.
I've actually got a die for what I'm going to do later.
Yeah, okay. Can I bring you up for a moment, Kevin?
You want me up next to you? Okay, so there we go. She'll start it.
I'm going to try something a bit unique with you on your own first. Just do a bit, warm me up a little bit. Just roll the dice to show everyone that it is fair and it's not rigged. Hopefully you haven't got a rigged one.
No.
Yeah, so it's, 2-6. Okay, that's fine. I'll let you off.
Yeah.
Just give it one last roll and we'll use that number.
One more roll.
Yep, just say happy. Okay, 2. Look at the bottom number. I don't want to see it, just you look at it.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Have you got it?
Yeah.
Add the two numbers together.
Yeah.
And you've got a number in mind, I hope. Hope you can do that because I know I'm terrible at it. Okay. While you're there, I want you to think of a suit of a card that most fits that number that you've got in mind.
Okay.
And just what was the whole playing card?
What was the whole playing card? Yep. So the suit and the colour and the number and everything.
Yeah.
Seven of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. Not quite. I was hoping you went for the 7 of clubs, but it's fine. And I know how you think. Can you pick anybody you want for me?
Okay, from the room. Let's have a look. See who's paying attention. Leon. Leon's paying attention.
Okay, should we get them up as well?
Yep. Want Leon on screen as well as me, or on his own with you? Okay.
As well.
Let's just see if Stuart's going to do that. There we go.
Hello.
Howdy.
I'm Ollie. I don't think we've ever met. Hello.
No, we haven't. I'm Leon.
I liked your show earlier. That was quite nice.
Thank you.
How well do you know Kevin?
Not very well, and he kind of creeps me out sometimes. No.
I think it's just the hat, isn't it? It's the hat.
Yes, that's it.
Well, have you ever played the lottery?
A couple of times.
Have you ever won on the lottery?
0 times.
0 times. Well, I'm going to help you and give you a secret strategy for winning not necessarily winning the jackpot, but it's a way of increasing your chances of winning the lottery, even if it's a small amount. I don't know the exact statistics, but it is actually a genuine thing. There's something called what is it? Not lucky numbers, but your personal numbers, which is weird because it isn't always going to be you'll have the same numbers every time, because statistically the chance of that coming up every time is pretty slim. But most people, they'd have 3 or 4 numbers they'd play every week and then just do random numbers for the last ones. So there you go. There's your secret. Go off and enjoy yourself. We're gonna try and generate both of yours like specific numbers and see how it plays out. Have you still got that dice, Kevin?
I do, yeah.
So you're not thinking of different numbers. Just give it a roll, and when you're happy, Leon, tell him to stop, and we'll use that number. Just so it's your choice.
Now.
Okay. So your number you've got is 3, and Kevin, what number is on the bottom? It's fine, you can see. Will you choose that with the quickness?
4.
4. Okay. So now this is where it gets interesting. We're going to generate the numbers based on your numbers here. Do you consider yourself a lucky person?
I do.
Yeah. How good's your math skills? Because I know I'm terrible. That's good.
Pretty good.
So, what's your number?
My number is 4.
No, your number was 3. You rolled the dice. That was your number.
Oh, my number. I thought you wanted many turned over. Yes, sorry. My number was 3 originally.
There we go. Now, this is where it gets difficult. Are you ready? I want you to double the number. What have you got?
Okay. 6.
Well done. See, I can. Good. Kevin, what was your number?
My original number.
On this dice roll, what was your number?
My number from this dice, 4.
4. So Kevin understands. It's fine. Double your number. What have you got?
8.
8. Okay. And double it again, Kevin.
16.
16. Leon, double your number. What was it now?
My number was 3. We doubled it and it's 6.
So then it'd be
12.
12. Okay. Okay. That's looking pretty random, to be fair. Kevin, go on. Double your number. What have you got this time?
So my last number was 16, so 32.
32. 2. And so whose number we got left, Leon? Double your new number. What have we got?
That would be 24.
24. Okay. This is, like I said, we're going to generate your specific numbers that will bring you luck, hopefully. So between here, we've got 6, 8, 16, 12, 32, and 24. I really am quite happy you chose their numbers, because the other week I bought a lottery ticket. I didn't actually win because I wasn't going for the win, but I knew I was coming along tonight. And the weird thing of it is, if you look, you got 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, 32.
Excellent.
So yeah, feel free to use the strategy if you want. But yeah, I might have to put a ticket on next time. I know I'm coming along because he seems to be doing quite well. Thank you.
Very
Thanks,
nice.
Ollie. Thanks, Leon, for taking part in that. Terrific stuff. Well done. Thanks, Ollie, for getting inside everyone's heads. That's very nice. Okay, so moving on back to the USA and to a gentleman who always comes up with the goods. Fantastic magician, Bruce Yoskin. Hi there, mate.
Hey there, Kevin. Greetings from stormy South Florida, where not 30 seconds ago, my community was just placed under a tornado watch. So this could be exciting. I've decided to venture away from doing a card trick, at least to start. And for this demonstration, I simply need my little coin box. Let me put this down if I can. And coin box has 4 coins in it, $50 to be precise. Now, science tells us that you cannot pass a solid through a solid. Now, I may hear from my good friend Paul Cooper by the end of the evening, but right now that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So for the purpose of this, solid number 1 is going to be represented by the coin box. Solid number 2 is going to be represented by my closed fist. Once it's closed. The coins. Oh, that worked. And at least having seen the coins go through, let's make the box go through as well. And if the box, why not the lid? And so much for science. Now, I said I would stay away from card trick, but just in the beginning, I do have one I would like to do. I have to, give me a second here to set up my other camera. This is something that I've been playing around with for a little while, and it's based upon a trick that was taught to me by my very good friend, Larry Taylor. I call it the top 2 tango. And that's because after the shuffling and a cut, based on the top 2 cards. If I can have somebody just call out in a minute, just call out when you want me to stop. Kevin, anyway, you. Kevin?
Oh, stop.
Okay. Effectively making a cut. Now, what I said earlier was that this would be based on the 2 cards from the top. Excuse me. One is the Jack of Hearts, the other, the 2 of Spades. Now, I'll spin them around, and after spin number 2, the Jack is still red, and the 2 becomes blue. So I'll spin them again, and after I do, the 2 has turned red, and the Jack is now blue. Now here's where I get confused. You see, here's the red, and here's the blue. That's red, and that's blue. Here is the Jack. Where the heck is the 2? And that's it. 2 short ones, 2 sweet ones. Kevin, back to you.
Lovely. That wasn't expecting that. Thank you, Bruce. Nice ending. Okay, so right, moving on to our second to last performer. Well, our last performer, then me to close up with. Over to New York City and to a gentleman you've seen a few times already tonight, Tommy Burnett. Hello, Tommy.
Hey! I just wanted Leon to see that I can do this too, Leon. Okay? I can do this too. You see, I can do it. I was just playing. Okay, so can I get two volunteers and have them next to me somewhere on the screen?
Raise your hand if you want to volunteer.
Tom has put his hand up.
Okay.
Okay.
And let's see who else.
Anthony has his hand up. It doesn't matter if we can't see him, so you can put him up if you want to.
Yeah, we've got Paul and Tom for you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hello, Tom. Hello, Paul.
How are you? How are you?
Good.
You're
Good.
never missing Anthony.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
It's not like we don't hear him any other place.
Yeah. We can still hear him. We just can't see him. So and he can hear you. So
Yeah. Give him a minute.
Thank you, most illustrious, for helping out, and Paul, thank you as well. It's great having you both here. Let me change my camera view so we can see my. Oh no, that's not the
Look
right
at
one.
that.
It's nice, right? It's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. Sorry.
They got a long box. You'll look right at home.
I know, right? I know why. It's because I hit the wrong button as usual, and you can see me up here in the right-hand corner. Perfect. So, it may look like I'm going to be doing a card trick, but it's not really a card trick, although we are using cards. We're also going to be using my wallet, and inside my wallet, I put something in here before the show. We'll come back to my wallet in a second. I will leave it over here by my curtain on my left here, and we'll take the cards out and give them a shuffle. You're probably familiar with the what is it called? The I forget. Rosetta shuffle, and these get mixed in with the left ones get mixed in with the ones on my right, so you can see it's a really big mess, right? And we'll just square those up like that and give it a couple of cuts like that and like that. Okay, good. And let's see, I think Paul will be the spectator, so to speak. And Tom, I'm going to give you some of my psychic powers. So please use them wisely. I know.
No chance.
I know. Yeah. Oh well.
Will I grow hair?
Yeah, no, yeah, well, yeah. Hey, trust me, you have more hair than I do. It's from down here.
Reverse.
Down here. Yeah. I'm going to have Paul name a card. And Paul, you can name any card in a deck of cards. So go ahead and name any card, Paul.
Any card in the deck of cards, okay? Yes.
Any card, yes.
I'll name the 9 of diamonds, please.
The 9 of diamonds. Okay,
Yes.
Now, Tom, it will be your job to find the 9 of diamonds. Now, obviously, you're not here, so I will have to handle the cards for you, okay? But this is
my proxy.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is what we're going to do. It's basically what's going to happen is I will come to a random card and you will stop me there, and then I will take that card and place it in the wallet for isolation, right? And but because we already have, I mean, this isn't the card obviously that Paul is thinking of. Yeah, it's not even close. We're going to do this for real now. In fact, you know what, Tom? Let's make it a little more difficult for me. Why don't you name a completely different card?
Seven of spades.
The seven of spades. Okay. So, perfect. So, yeah, okay. So, for example, when we do this, Tom, you will be thinking of Paul's card, which was the 9 of diamonds. Right? So, yeah, and essentially you can stop here, you can stop here, you can stop here, you can stop here, 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 anywhere you can stop. But I'm going to make it very fair. I'm going to spread the cards out on the table. I will run my finger along, and you can just stop me on any card that you want, Tom. And if I get to the end, I'll go back the other
Right there.
way.
No,
Right here?
no, yeah.
Go, right here?
Two.
Now I'm going, wait, more this way or?
No, one back.
One back.
Yep. Okay.
So around here?
Okay.
Is that good right there?
I'm thinking of Paul's card. Yeah.
Would you like this one or the one next to it?
The bottom one. Yeah.
So this one, okay.
No, that one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one, okay. And we grab the wallet and we can just isolate that card inside the wallet like that. Now, this would be truly amazing if you stopped me at the 9 of diamonds. It would be truly amazing. And let's see how well you did. Okay, so that's okay.
It's red.
It's red. It is truly. Now, this is a demonstration of how powerful my mind powers are. The thing is, I forgot to send you my power, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. But do you remember the card that I asked you to think of?
You asked me to think of Paul's card.
Yeah, but I also asked you to name another card.
Oh, yeah,
You-
okay.
You
Seven of
remember what?
spades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seven of spades. Now, do you remember earlier I said I put something in my wallet?
I did.
It happened to be a playing card. It also happened to be the seven of spades.
Nice.
Right? And that is the difference between a mind reader and a lay person. Even though you're not a lay person. But I'd like to try just one more time for giggles and see if we can. I'm really going to transfer my powers over to you now. So once again, I will run my fingers along, really concentrate on the 9 of diamonds, and whenever you want, say stop.
Me or Paul?
Oh, okay. I was giving Tom a second chance. So.
Oh,
so
I'm
Tom,
sorry. Okay.
Yeah. No. If you didn't understand, it's my fault for not communicating. So.
Right.
No. So please concentrate on the 9 of diamonds.
Okay.
One last
All right.
time.
We'll do it earlier, right there.
So Somewhere here?
No,
Yeah.
a little more
A
towards
little more this way?
the other way.
The
No,
other way, I'm sorry.
yeah. Two more,
way.
right there. Yep,
Right there?
yep.
Yeah. So I'm actually on two cards. Would you like the one on my left or the one on my right?
The one on the left.
The one on the left. Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. And I will try to do this as fairly as possible. And we'll see what we got here. And then the diamonds. How about that?
Right.
All right. So, okay. Could have been better, but hey, it is.
No, very colorful trick.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
Tom
you.
and Paul, and now back to Kevin.
Thank you, Tommy. Thanks a lot, as always. And just down to me to finish the show up. So I thought I would get a bit of life and enthusiasm going as well. So Isabelle, come back.
Yeah, I should follow her.
Hi, Isabelle. Okay, I'm going to work with you for a little bit of stuff with some cards. So we're going to do two little routines. The first one is about getting something that you select to physically alter reality. Let's just see how that works. It may or may not work. And then the second one is a bit about luck and destiny, and hopefully that will work because you know your destiny is foreseen already. So, Isabelle, 2 packs, one for you, one for me. Which one do you want to give me? Which one do you want for yourself?
I want the red for myself.
The red for yourself. Okay. So the blue is the one for me. That's the one we'll do the trick with in a minute. And the red one is for you. And we're just going to let you select a card out of this for later on. Yeah. And I'll just let you see. It's just a pretty random selection of cards. As always, it's not a special deck in any way. So, Isabelle, you're going to choose a card. And I'm just going to flick down the side like this. And you'll just say stop whenever you want. Okay?
Yes. Stop.
Okay. Do you want me to flick down a few more or stop there?
No, there it's fine.
There is fine, okay?
Yeah.
So there's your card. Put those aside, and we'll come back to your card later on. So now I said about getting something to alter reality, and we'll just see if this works or not. This may or may not work. It's just a bit of fun. So again, this is the second pack. This is the pack that you gave me to do the trick with. And again, Isabelle, we're going to select a position in the deck, but this time we're not going to look at the card of that position. I'm going to turn over all the cards that you discard, and the next card, the one that you stopped at, you'll be able to see all the discarded cards, and the next one will be your card. Okay. Okay. And again, it'll make sense if I go down like this. You just say stop.
Stop.
Up there, and again. No. Do you want to go any further or not?
No, it's fine.
You sure?
I'm happy with that. Yes.
Yeah, just think you could have changed your mind later on. No, okay.
Pretty positive.
I'll just go through. Oh, look, there we go. There's the one you stopped at. Okay, so let's have a look at what that is.
Oh. That means 12, right?
The Queen of Clubs. Spades, rather. Queen of Spades, sorry. Queen of Spades. Okay, so we will put her back. Oh, no, we're going to leave her out of the pack. Okay, and then we'll just cut the cards like that, just about in half. And then we'll take the Queen of Spades and see if she can alter reality. We'll just put her next to the pack like that. And then if we spread out the cards, oh, look, there we go. They're all face down, apart from her twin, the Queen of Clubs. So you did manage to warp reality there.
Yeah.
Aside for the moment. We'll continue to use this pack of cards Okay, I've just noticed there's some jokers there, which I want to get rid of. Hang on a sec. Don't like jokers.
No.
And another one there. So, Isabelle, this is all about luck and destiny. Do you want to start off with luck, or do you want to start off with destiny?
Luck.
Luck. Okay, I'm glad you said that, because I'm holding a die. And I'm going to throw the die, and we're going to then count down to, I've just thrown a few times. You've seen it's the one we used earlier.
Yes.
It comes up with different numbers, 5 twice, but 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me when you want me to stop throwing it.
Stop.
Stop? Okay.
Yeah, 2, 5.
So, luck. Luck says 2. We'll count down to the second card. 1. The first card there's 8 of clubs. Second card is a 10 of spades. Okay. That's now our seed card for where we're going to count down to next.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you the chance, for the first couple anyway, to change your mind. So instead of 10, you could make that 9, 8, 5, jack, whatever. Or do you want to stick with the 10?
Can I make it the queen?
The queen, which is 12. Yeah?
Yes. Yeah,
So,
I can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you stuck with 10, it would have been a king. But you've gone to 11, 12, which is a 4.
Yes.
And 13, which would be an ace. So we've got a 4. Final chance to change that one if you want, or stick with the 4 or make it something else again.
I'll stick with the 4.
4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Queen, or you got another queen? So that was 12, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is a 7.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me just show you there. If you'd gone to the next one, it would have been jack. Yeah, so, you know,
Yeah.
so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a 9. Okay, then the next one would have been an 8. Lucky little bit of luck there. So 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's the 9th card. Jack of diamonds. Jack is 11.
11.
1, 2. We've only got 3 left, so we can't count any further.
All right.
So just think of this. You rolled the dice. You could have chosen a different one. We stuck with 2. We went to the second card. You actually changed that for a different card. And then we went down and you changed again, you know, and so randomly all the way through dealing and taking the number, we ended up on the Jack of diamonds and we couldn't deal any further. And right at the beginning, you selected that card randomly.
Yeah.
Out of the other deck. So let's just see if destiny has combined, which it has.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks, Isabelle.
So cool. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thanks a lot. So from all of us here tonight, so thanks to Michael Kenny, Robina, Magic Mitch, Dr. Michael Likey on video, the Illusive Leon Cowan doing some wonderful stuff, Isabelle in life and on video, Shane Miller, fabulous work, Olie McManus, lovely, Bruce Yoskin, great as always, Burnett, bending our minds as he always does from New York City, and myself, Kevin Peel. Look after yourselves, have a good week, and we'll see you again, hopefully see you again next week. So bye for now, everybody, and say goodbye to everyone on Facebook. Bye, Facebook, and we will